1065. We're in Oldham County, just south of the town of Vega. This is US 385. You can see we are just off of Interstate 40. So our sign is supposed to be up there right away. All the delineators were present. Just give you a glance down that way and I'll show you up close when I get down there. They're all there. Our sign 500 feet in advance is, you can see the back of it there. Our traffic monitoring installation. Lane. So within 500 feet, you can see there's no traffic generators between us and that traffic monitoring installation. Go ahead and show you some of the distress on this section. I don't have the means to do a rut depth measurement, so I won't be doing that on these sections, but I did do the crack mapping, and you can see if there is a fair amount of transverse cracking in here. I've also noted the crack along the center line that runs through the section. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to pick up, but it's there. Not just a low severity. A lot of gravel haulers and cattle haulers through here. Just checking to make sure I had the microphone turned on. So you can see the longitudinal crack run through the section. Some of the transverse cracks get pretty severe. I'll show you one here. As you can see, it's open about ½ an inch. Again, you can see here, I've labeled these as moderate severity. They've got one transverse crack predominantly with a significant amount of random cracking running adjacent to it. Station 1. They had all the crosses and stripes real well marked out here with the tape, and I just run through and put the numbers back out to help me in referencing the video here. You can see again here where the crack is fairly wide open. Doesn't extend the entire width of the pavement, but it's at least ½ an inch in width. Another transverse crack. This one's not quite as severe. Where they did open up, you can see they opened up a bunch. And go ahead and shut the date off. And the time, particularly considering the time is wrong there. It's actually 10:40. Should allow you to see some of these distresses a little bit better. And you can see, again, a significant amount of random cracking associated with that transverse crack. Hence my rating of moderate severity. I'll move over here to the shoulder. We kind of ran out of cones here, I think. Station 3. Again, you can see that these transverse cracks have opened up quite a bit. As I mentioned before, this is US 385 in Oldham County. we're up in the Panhandle, just about an hour west of Amarillo. We are just south of the town of Vega. See Interstate 40 running right up there. And we're just south of that, about a mile south. It's a small transverse crack, about 4 or 5 feet. And you've got a crack running the length, and then we pick up a little crack here that starts to run along the edge of the pavement through the section. We still have the crack. I think you can see it. I'll go ahead and step out here, running right down the center stripe. Now I've included half of that total 500 feet, or a total of 250, into our summary statistics for this section. There's 500 feet of the test section, the crack running down the whole thing, but because it's down the center line, half of it's attributable to the other lane, and the other half to this one. Again, a fairly severe transverse crack. I've labeled it as moderate severity. This then is Station 5. Looking down beyond, you can see our material sampling and field testing locations. There's Interstate 40 up ahead of us here. Our delineators. And that concludes the video for section 481065 here on US 385 in Oldham County. Section 48